Well, we got Tristan on the roster, and I think anybody else on Earth who's not on the team right now is under consideration. Yeah, that's everybody, really. I mean, guys that are legitimate, but you know, we don't want to just bring in a camp leg to kind of get through camp and save somebody. Anybody we come in here has got to compete with Tristan, and we feel has to be a legitimate possibility of being a starting kicker in the NFL, and that could be a lot of different guys that we're still looking at. XFL, USFL, veterans on the street. Can't reveal our secrets. Not that we have many right now.
John Fassel, the Cowboys special teams coordinator, considering anybody on earth to be kicker along with Tristan Vizcaino. He is the only kicker currently on the Cowboys roster. He has been on 8 rosters the last 3 seasons, including the Cowboys in the 2020 offseason. They would be open to Brett Maher rejoining the team. You know, when I was a kid, I knew who all the kickers were, and I don't know if the kickers just didn't move teams back then.
Not.
But there's this satellite universe of just kicker, and like, wait, that guy's on this team now? I thought he was on this team.
There's only
wait,
like 6
who's
or
on this
7
team?
staples.
I thought he was on that team.
Right.
It's amazing.
It is. It feels like there's only like 5 or 6 like staple, like, oh wait, that guy's there for a while, and everybody else is kind of like,
who's the guy right now? Is it Justin Tucker still? The guy you would want. Justin Tucker and Brandon McManus. Those seem to be the two that
I think so.
They've been with their teams the longest. You have them and you don't let them go because you can count on 3 points anytime you get within reasonable range.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're definitely 2 of the top, right? I mean, Graham Gano with the Giants is really damn good. I mean, I know we're missing some other ones. I'm sure Robbie Gould, of course, has been awesome. He's a Hall of Fame type kicker.
He's a free agent. Why
I know.
the Cowboys signed him?
He wanted out of the.
Yeah, they don't want to.
They don't want to pay. When Robbie wants money, I'm sure. I think that's, you know, we saw them have a little kerfuffle the 49ers,
well done.
right? Thank you very much. But it's an important part. We know that we've seen a lot of great teams not get to Super Bowls or lose a Super Bowl. 98 Vikings. So it's a very, very important, you know, thing. And yeah, you got Scott Norwood and everything else. You need that kicker.
Well, you take a good kicker for granted.
Yeah, you do.
Because they just come out and they bang it. And look, 50 yards is no big deal anymore. When I was a kid, a 40-yard field goal was...
You were like, oh, well, they're going for
flip
40.
Of a coin.
Right.
Yeah, that's a pretty long kick.
Ooh, okay,
yeah.
All right, yep.
And 50 was like unheard of.
Yeah.
Like you must be drunk to try a 50-yarder.
Yeah.
That's why the record of 63 from Tom Dempsey was just like this mystical thing that was never going to be matched. Nobody's going to kick a 63-yarder. Why would you even try a 63-yarder? He kicked it from his own 37. It was back when the goalpost was on the goal line. So that was such an aberration for years. But now, yeah, you got guys trying 60, 63. Greg Joseph kicked a 63-yarder or something close to that on Christmas Eve to beat your Giants. And, you know, 50's now nothing. 55's nothing. Like, you only start getting nervous when you creep over 55. Like,
pretty much.
Nothing surprises me 55 and in.
Don't even blink an eye. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's a total different mindset there. And I know we probably missed a few other good kickers that we probably should have named in that list there, but that just tells you it's hard to keep track of them at times.
It all started in the 70s when the soccer-style kick, they don't even refer to that anymore. It's just the way guys kick. But it used to be that straight on with your toe, the Lou Groza, and the ball would spray all over the place. You couldn't control it. And the soccer-style kickers showed up, and they revolutionized the sport, and they've just gotten stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And who knows? Who knows? I mean, we talk about it now. I mean, 40 years from now, will they be banging them from 70?
Or I feel like the next thing is they're going to make the goalposts
more narrow,
like they are in a lot of practice fields already anyways, because teams, you know, have a narrow to make the guys, you know, shoot through a smaller target. I could see that happening too at some point for an adjustment if it gets out of hand.
You could also make it higher too. Make it more narrow, make it higher.
You could.
Instead of 10 feet,
There is a point where you want to go like, wait, all you got to do is get the ball to the other 45 and you get 3 points now, right? To where you'd go, I don't know, maybe there needs to be an adjustment, and we might be getting close to that territory.
There's also something, too, about the optics and the aesthetics of the goalpost.
Yes.
And if all of a sudden it changes dramatically,
Right.
if it would be higher and, you know, there's just something about that I think would be jarring because you have in your mind what a football field looks like. And those goalposts, they're ubiquitous. That look, the big high bars, sometimes not high enough. I still think they should put lasers on the top because the ball goes over and you can see if it got in or not. I don't know why they just don't flash it straight up so you would see. I mean, it's just, it can't be that expensive.
I don't think that wouldn't be.
And they still find a way to kick over the top of them. I mean, when they first introduced those super high goalposts, because I remember when I was a kid, you'd go to like a local college game or a high school game, there was hardly any post or any post above the crossbar.
No, it was just an H, right? I mean, it was like a literally an H. Now I don't even know what the hell you'd call it, but it's a totally different look. Right, exactly. But it'd be interesting to see where that goes, and it is important. And like you said, there's a good one out there, but they don't want to pay Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould's probably looking for, towards the top of the market type of money at the kicker position.
And with the margins so tight, with wins and playoffs and points and what it takes to win a game, it really is a critical aspect of your team, and you need to have a good kicker. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.